Hi, I'm Marie-Lou Knitting, Marie-Louise from Sweden, and I want to continue with my vlogging. I've done that since January through February and March, um, when I've been working on the Topping Out Mal by Mandy and Belinda, two other podcasters that I'm following. And I've been rolling the dice to choose one or two projects to work on so that I can finish some things. Well, as you can see in my last vlog, I achieved a lot, I think. But then the past weekend we had a knit-a-thon, or a 24 hour long knit together through with podcasters and in small knitting groups through Google Meet. We did it here in Sweden, and I chose to cast on some things. So right now, I think, if I can count correctly, I have 26 projects again. And I am totally fine with that. Because when I have an idea of something that I want to cast on, it's better to cast on and then leave it. Otherwise, I will be thinking of that idea, and that will occupy my mind. Yeah, I am going to continue to work like I did the first 3 months in 2025, and I've chose to group my projects in three groups because I know myself, and I know that I can't knit monogamously on one project. I have to shift because it's better to work in that way ergonomically, and also I find that sometimes I need something relaxing, sometimes I need something more challenging. So I've been making a list of my projects. You can find it as well on Ravelry. If you look up Marie-Lou Knitting on Ravelry, you have all my projects there. I call this Spring 2025 because I think I will do this in April, May, and June. And I, as I said, have been counting my whips. So I've chosen to make two groups of my whips that is considering the needle stitch and the so I have 11 projects on needles 3 and 3.5. I have 3 projects on millimeter 3 and 8 projects on 3.5. Some of them just newly cast on, and some of them is near to be finished. So yeah. And then I have 9 projects on 4 to 6 millimeter needles. I have 4 with 4 millimeter needles, and there is 5 increasing the stitch circumferences. And then I have 4 projects that I consider to be blankets. One of them are a wrap. It's the Brioripple wrap from Stephen West, but that one is like working on a blanket, I would say. So I have 4 blankets. So my new strategy is to roll the dice and work on 3 projects. 1 blanket, 1 on thicker needles, and 1 on thinner needles. So I made that. I rolled the dice this Monday, and so I've been working on the blanket called. I'm sorry for the light. It's because it's getting dark. So yeah, the blanket that the dice rolled is the Hvammsvik blanket by Stephen West, and I've only done 2. What do you call these? Romps, or what you. This is my Hvammsvik blankets that I'm working on with my. I've prepared 4 boxes with yarn, leftover yarn, and to organize the thing. And I've been working on these yarns. So I've only progressed 2. But that's okay. Maybe I will continue with this blanket, or the dice will choose something else. Because I've been focusing on the project that I have in this lovely bag from Linda Lark. And it is chokladrutetröjan, the chocolate sweater by Knit Colorful. The yarn is from Mayflower, Easy Care Tweed Classic. And I find it very nice to work with. I am knitting on needle 5mm, so that is a rather quick knit, I will say. So I was here when I started this Monday, and I have separated 4 sleeves. I tested it on this morning, and I'm really happy with the fit of this. And as you can see, this is a raglan sweater. And what usually happens when I knit raglan sweaters is that they get a lot of material here, and I find that the armhole is too big. So what I did, this is a just increase every other row, but the last, I would say, 10 increases, I increased every row. That means that I have enough of stitches for the armhole, but it's not that low. So I'm very content with this. This has color knitting. You say that? Yeah, on the body. And of course, I have two arms, two sleeves to knit as well. But that will be for another time. The dies also chose a shawl. I haven't touched the shawl because I also have a test knit that I'm working on, and I'm just gonna show it. I know that this is this will be published in May. It is a tea. Yeah, if you can hear a cat shouting outside the door, it's Hera. She wants to come in, but she needs to wait. Yeah, this will be a tea, a top, a summer top. This is knit in Malabrigo Milo. That is linen and wool. And I'm working this on 3.5 millimeter needles. And I wanted to be 20 centimeters longer. And I will continue to work with this until it's finished. So, what I want to do now is to draw or roll the dice for my thicker needles and my blanket. 5, 1, and 2. I will pause, open for the cat, and find these projects. Yes, here we are again. uh, a cat that is content, and I've found the project that I will be working on. And the first project that I draw, I will continue on the test knit, but then I have one a pair of socks that I call my Easter socks. And this is the sock model that I find that I knit. I don't knit on so much many other socks. This is DK yarn, and the name of the pattern is Croft socks by Annelie Verbrugge. And since this is my Easter socks and I have a week to Easter, that's perfect. I will try to finish these. The next project I draw again from the thicker needles. It's the chocolate sweater, so I will continue with that. You've already seen that. And the blanket is the Brioripple blanket by Stephen West. And I'm in the middle of a row, but it is in these lovely colors. And I'm using my basket with 3 boxes, one with mohair and one with sock yarn, and I'm knitting away with all my leftovers or mini skeins. So that will be fun. I am changing projects twice a week, I will think. I will do that. Mondays and Thursdays, depending a little about if there is holidays or if I finish something or yeah. Well, I'm gonna need to weigh on the socks, I think, tonight. And I've received a package from Spain. This is orange from Spain, and it's crowdfunding. Lovely when you receive fruits that is so delicious. That hasn't been lying in a store somewhere. It's directly from the farmer. And that's pretty awesome, I think. So I will be here sitting with a cat in my lap and the knitting on my side. And now it's turning dark, so I will finish for now and see you in a week or so. Bye.
Det var supergoda. Och min bananer. Och det hämtat ifrån Ecuador.
Nej, men från Spanien.